Hey guys, so in today's video we are going to be looking at the Red Zone stage versus FRIEZA, Golden FRIEZA. So this video is going to be in 2.5 times speed because it is a very long fight. It ends up being like 20 minutes, so 20 minutes of Dokkan gameplay can be a little bit dragging if it's not in like a live stream format where we're all being interactive with each other and stuff like that. I think that this is probably the better way to do it, just so you guys can kind of see what goes on and stuff like that. We also do have the orange mode in here, so obviously I don't want you guys to have to sit through the orange mode. So with Golden FRIEZA, he is a movie boss through and through, so if you can get through these first two stages without taking much damage, and obviously God Goku kind of being a liability without the damage reduction, this was kind of the little break that we needed. I don't think it was like a run saver or anything like that, but it certainly was an assistant, right, where he just doesn't have to take damage, right? I think that was the best way to go about it. We had Sorbet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's I'm gonna get these names right. It's Sorbet. Why am I forgetting the other one? Shisami's the red. Tagoma. So Tagoma, Shisami, and Sorbet, right? That's the first phase. Super easy. Obviously, you can debuff these guys. This is the light work, right? This phase one is just introductory. You don't have too much to worry about, but it did take a couple turns. I mean, we already have Vegito out in phase two, so this was helpful because we have this tight disadvantage with Vegito. So it's like, let's just make sure we don't let him take much damage at the beginning, and he'll be fine. And then obviously we have Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegito on the other end of their other end of the side. Other side of things, I can't talk, English is hard, doing their thing, and then Vegito Blue floating off will be just fine. So dodge right there, the guaranteed dodge is always super nice, and then Goku and Vegeta with their attack stack, their defensive stack, and stuff like that, they will be respectable. I do believe we get Vegito Blue in this run, and this was before I had Gogeta, so keep in mind that the gameplay that you're seeing, we just didn't have one of the better units in the game on this team, so it's like, obviously, we still have Piccolo, we still have the 5-year fusions, we still have the 7-year fusion here. Like, it's a good team, right? I'm not like, oh my god, this team is terrible, it was holding me back or anything like that. But I think right here I have to make a decision where it's like, I think we actually, do we have to quit app here? I think we do. Just because, like, I'm looking at the orbs and there's no way I can get that nullification. I guess I was feeling ballsy. I was thinking, like, maybe I quit app because of the nullifying on the keys on the action break, right? On Golden or Final Form Frieza on the end there. Oh, we can stun him. That's right. Okay, that's what happens here, right? So Final Form Frieza is stunnable. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, that ended up being what made this like super easy right off the bat, right? Like a stun is extremely valuable just because it means we don't have to worry about where we're putting these units here. It's like, do we need to worry about the attacks? No. So it's like we can just put everybody in the normal spot, do as much damage as we can, and then move on to the next turn, right? So that does make things considerably easier when you can do that, but it should go without saying that is not the case for the entire fight, otherwise this would be a joke. Like, that's one thing about Super Battle Road, like, that you can't take for granted, is like all of those little utility things that you can do, like stunning, like sealing, it makes life way easier when you do this. So this is the tough portion of the event, right? And I popped the Whis because of the blue duo, which is funny enough, right? Just they are not really going to cut it to a degree. Excuse me. They're just not going to cut it like fully, but they are obviously good, right? It's just sometimes that's how it goes. So boom, 1.8 mil right there, and the damage isn't great, but as long as they don't get us killed, we'll be fine. Like we like low key, like 164k right there, and that was with an item active. So that goes to show you just how hard that this Frieza can hit. Potentially, that's type neutral, and then Gogeta's doing his thing, but once we get out of this phase, we go to an STR portion of the fight where it's really funny because Golden Frieza's super, and I'm not kidding when I say this, the super hits like, it hits like Spirit Bomb Goku in the UI event. It hits like Sword of Hope Trunks in his Dokkan event. Like, it's ridiculous how hard it hits. It hits, on the stats on Dokkan info, it hits for 8 million damage. So 8 million damage, obviously that is a considerable amount. So I think in this video, it's going to pop up really quickly, but you will see at one point our boy Piccolo in orange taking like, it was either 9 million or like 90 million from that super. So I thought that was really funny. the amount of damage he took. And then right here, we have Vegito Blue's guaranteed dodging. We wanted to do that, and then obviously with the supers that he's doing 4 to 5 at least, and that's just kind of how this Vegito is. He cooks pretty hard, and that does make life a whole lot easier for us. So boom, bam, bop, you know, he's doing his thing, and then he's just extremely impressive when you can get this Vegito Blue out. But obviously the hard part of that is getting Vegito Blue out, you know. So the idea here is that Tech VB, I don't know if he can potentially do enough on these supers. Oh yeah, no, he easily does enough. Yeah, so now this is where things get, I don't know if they get interesting, but we have to worry about an attack break. So like right here, getting the 18 key with the blue duo, or with the with the blue duo is essential because we need to get that action break in, right? And then obviously Gogeta is in slot 3 because he potentially has the room to super to dodge whatever Frieza would throw at him, right? But I believe these attacks are just countdowns, are these actions. So it's like when you can get an action break on him, it's very important because obviously he just can't do anything, right? It takes away that countdown spot, so that is helpful. And then so obviously because Gogeta, like because you're watching this video, Gogeta doesn't get hit with the super right here, but now we have one orange. I think I end up only doing one of them. Maybe I do both. I think I do both actually. So it's, yeah, it's like this ends up taking like forever, and that's why this video is sped up anyway, because like a bulk of the gameplay is just kind of spent focused on doing this. It just ends up taking a really long time. So I didn't want to stall out too much with making sure that you guys you get the idea with orange, right? Like it's just free damage. It's just taking away stuff. And that is the idea here, where the super, yeah, what does that end up hitting for? It flashes so quick, but just no, I mean, it's a lot, right? Like 9 million something. It starts with a 9, I know that, and it's at least 9 million. So, oh my goodness. I'm almost choking on my words here. 1.8 million right there, and just the damage is just going to continue to go, but I think we either do one more set of orange, do we do the other one? I mean, there's only like a minute left in this video, so I think we have to. Just to play it safe. Well, no, because we do the Dokkan attack in this video. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think I do the second orange because it's just unnecessary, right? So I think what I do is I put Vegito Blue in slot 1 and then do the Dokkan attack. I think that's what we end up doing. So 11 turns, obviously a longer fight for today's standards, but a pretty tricky phase 3, I would say. Golden Frieza is not a pushover. The no item run on this is going to be maybe not tricky, but not free, right? Just when it comes to getting stones and stuff like that on the anniversary night, where there's banners and stuff like that, and you just want to make sure you get the units in the first place, I don't really play around with the stones, so it's like, let me make sure I do this first, and then we'll come back and we'll have fun later. And that ended up being what we did here. So got the W, got what we needed, had to go back and do a couple missions off camera, but all set to go. Let me know down below what you guys think of the Golden Frieza Red Zone stage. Are you looking forward to potentially updates to this in the future? I'm not sure what the plan is yet, but that's all I got for you in this one. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content in the future. See you guys in the next one.